So, you want to snoop in your daughter's texts? So I'm married to a wonderful woman. She's smart, funny and very kind. Her mother is generally very nice and tends to have a great attitude and be very enjoyable. A bit of a prude but generally enjoyable. However, can be a bit of a major snoop. If my wife leaves her phone sitting around, she will just pick it up and start going through it. My wife has kind of laughed this off as a remnant of her mom being controlling when she was a kid. I'm not a fan of this because my wife and I will sometimes text about things that simply don't involve her mother, and I don't feel a he business at all. So over Christmas I saw my wife set her phone down on the kitchen counter and I had a brilliant idea. Her mom was still in the kitchen and I sent my wife the most sexually depraved text about all the things I was going to do to her when everyone left. Honestly, most of them are things we haven't even done. But I had to make it extra scarring. I sent this text from the bathroom. And maybe it was my imagination, but I could swear I could hear an audible gasp shortly after her phone went off. When I went out, her mother absolutely would not look me in the eye. Then not so discreetly asked her daughter to come talk to her in the other room. When my wife came back into the living room, I thought she had been crying. However, upon closer inspection, she was laughing. Her mother had questioned her about me sexually abusing her and if I always talk down to her like that. My wife had told her kindly that what we do is between us and us only. Probably the best gift this Christmas. I was expecting a dick pic, but this was good too. That's what she said. The man's still expecting a dick pic. You gotta deliver. I love that she didn't deny doing those things. Just told her mother it was none of her business what you two did. Thus preserving the mental scarring. Or maybe she wanted to try all of these things. You never know. She should password protect the phone anyway. I never used to lock my phone. Because I didn't really think I'd care if someone went through it. Then one day my phone fell out of my pocket as I leapt over a puddle. An hour or so later, when I realized it was gone, I went to the Android device manager and saw that it was in a neighboring city. It occurred to me that this person had access to my email. And that's basically the skeleton key that unlocks literally everything in my life. Luckily, the Android device manager lets you lock the phone remotely. And even more luckily, the person who found it was a kind-hearted commuter who'd brought it home and let it dry out. And returned it to me the next day. But yeah, that was a wake-up call, and I lock my phone now. And you owe it to your conversation partners to keep their info private. If you're old enough to be married, you're old enough to tell your mom to frick off and stop reading your personal communications. I'm not sure every battle is a hill to die on. Not everything needs to be a fight. It's a conversation that's been had with my wife, and at the end of the day it's her phone and it's her privacy. And her decision. And I know you'll say something. Unngggggg, but it's YAHW privacy too. And that's true. So when the rare occasion comes when her mom is actually in town, I just don't text my wife. Unless it's the one-off description of my stuffing her baby baker full of man meat. Wish I could upvote this twice. Once for your healthy appraisal of the situation. And once for baby baker full of man meat. Removed. Husband exits bathroom and walks past mother. With disdain he utters to her, "Bitch lasagna." Lol, fantastic. You should have given her mom a little wink at some point. Let's just ask your mom if she's into that kind of stuff. You know. My mom did this for the first time the other night. We went out and grabbed a drink. And I left my phone on the table because I didn't give a shiz and thought, it's my mom. Nah, but she had moved it and my texts were open when I came back. But I quit out of apps immediately when done with them. She admitted to it and said she was just tipsy and curious. But man, shiz feels violating. Never snooped on anyone before and definitely won't, knowing how it feels. Lock your phone. If people sense that you don't take their privacy seriously, they won't be open with you. Not locking your phone has major implications for the privacy of others. Not just yours. Can ducks give STDs? I don't know, but they sure as frick can get them. Oh boy, that made my night. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, me too. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. Okay hand, okay hand, okay hand. Face with steam from nose, face with steam from nose, face with steam from nose, face with steam from nose. Face screaming in fear, face screaming in fear, face screaming in fear. Face without mouth, face without mouth, face without mouth. Smiling face with horns, smiling face with horns, smiling face with horns, smiling face with horns. Beaming face with smiling eyes, beaming face with smiling eyes, beaming face with smiling eyes. Fire, fire, fire. Grinning face with sweat, grinning face with sweat. Face with rolling eyes, face with rolling eyes, face with rolling eyes, 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 eyes. Later Op found out his wife was actually really into the idea of taking a dump on his chest and insists they do it right away. That's what moist wipes are for. Op, how TF are you not gonna post the text you sent? It's killing us. I concur. All of those in favor. Say aye. That was fucking glorious. Bravo, sir. I would have sent a text to the effect of, your nosy mother is snopping through your fucking phone again. You think she'll die soon? That's a little too far. Are you related to you, fucks with ducks? Where do you think I got the STD? What was the text? I wanna rub your butt. With both hands. Who doesn't password protect the phone? My ex used to do this all the time. Eventually I had enough and confronted her, asking her to stop. Then she entered this childish back and forth thing, and it went like this. Me, look, I get you're the curious type. It's a very human trait, but I feel that my privacy is being stripped away when you snoop through my phone. So can you please stop? Herp, why? What are you hiding? Me, nothing. It's just that you're infringing on my privacy and I don't like it. Herp, well, if you don't like it, then there must be something you're hiding. What is it? Me, I'm not hiding anything. How would you like it if I went through your phone whenever I felt like it? Herp, fine. Do what you want. And like you I have nothing to hide. Me, you're a dick. Watch her get nervous as frick as you go through all her shiz.